At long last, it is the finale, part 3 of my D&D city building video. Or maybe, I hope. Like I said, this is part 3 of a series, so go see parts 2 and 1 in a comment up here, maybe on my channel. I'll put it somewhere. You're smart, you can figure it out. This video is going to be a step-by-step guide for how I map out my own cities. We are going to be mapping out the city we spent the past 2 videos developing, of course, and hopefully also finally slapping a name on that city. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, to begin, since our city is built around a series of interconnected rivers, a delta, we're going to be drawing out those first. I'm using Autodesk Sketchbook, by the way. So what I decided to do is I just basically drew in some rivers like that. I use this auto-smoothing line system here for this. And basically I'm just drawing smaller and smaller lines off here to sort of make branching river paths. And then I took a really big thing to make it seem like, oh look, it all connects to a coast too. So with that in mind, here's what I made. This looks pretty good, I think. Here are the rivers we'll be working with. Oh, I'll make a quick note before I go any further. Of course there's a lot of rivers here, but probably not as many as there actually are if we want this city to be fully navigatable by canal. And that's okay. What we really need to know are where the main rivers are. This is a very large map, so it's okay if we don't get every single corridor, every single street. You'll live. As long as you have the basic main roads, or canals in our case, that's more than enough to work with on this sort of scale. Okay, now I've went and established the walls. I thought it was a cool idea to actually have the wall go into the sea a little bit and have these gates stationed in front of each of the river openings, including having this one also serve as a way to get into the city. Okay, now to do roads. Okay, it's been a bit since I checked in because I got into a workflow, but as you can see, I've added some roads in and out, as well as some man-made canals that are a little more angular than their wiggly brethren. After that, I drew some nice and lovely grass and a little bit of beach around the city itself. And then I decided to use colors to illustrate different districts and living spaces. Also, I know this looks like I color picked from Kahoot, but I really didn't mean to. After that, I used some letters, colors, and symbols to mark down some waypoints, which I could either make a key up in the corner or just write it on the back. Also, bonus points if you let your players make some waypoints of their own. Drawing on a map is always very fun, so make sure your players can do it as well. I think I'm about ready to call this city good, but we still need to name it. Yet, I'm interested to hear your opinion, so write down in the comments what you think it should be called. Stay creative, stay passionate, and keep an open mind! Thanks for sticking with me!